draffet store. Like I said, this week, with last Friday being the start of the Olympic Games, we're going to talk about the Olympics. Now, I've been watching the Olympics as far back as I can remember, so it's going to be like 76 summer games or winter games. I actually had my friend that helped with 80 winter games. His company actually went to the games because his company did the flower arrangements and all that for the Olympics. Came back with nice, which we don't have. I don't have no idea where it is. Olympic bag and a bunch of other stuff. And well, I enjoy it every time it comes up. There's only a few that I don't remember, like 92. 88. And '04, Greece. Now, I don't always watch complete Olympics. I miss the days that my local stations up here, you could watch boxing on 2, switch it over. Well, okay, watch boxing on what at one time was Fox. Switch over to NBC, watch swimming. ABC, watch track events, and maybe catch something else on CBS. And then flip over to the Canadian channel, CBC Channel 9, and watch Canadian team, which I have done a few times for the Winter Olympics. So you get a different perspective from how the different countries support their Olympic teams. Currently in the standings, we are not keeping up in track. The U.S. with 43 and China with 42. Which is interesting, because number 3 is Russia with 23, which for the longest time it was America and Russia. Now the Chinese are taking over. Now, I want to keep this one kind of sweet, short. Next week I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. But I like watching the Olympic Games, for the most part. Do I wholeheartedly agree with the sports aspect in other countries? Competitively, yes. So you get to see how other countries train their athletes to compete against the best and brightest from around the world. Do I believe it solves any issues? Or temporarily it solves the issues with them coming in, fixing or helping with monetary measures in the specific area that they have done with the Olympic compound itself. Now that said, that doesn't mean it's helped Athens out with one bit. With all the financial troubles that they're experiencing. But for the most part, they're entertaining to watch. Like I said, the only thing about the British games I've was not too happy with, and I thought it was a brilliant, brilliant performance on a whole, showing the whole culture of the British. Uh, Isles from the point from 1892 when late 1800s when the Olympics first started to now. I can deal with Paul McCartney singing "Hey Jude" at the end, all that. You know, Patrick Stewart running with the torch. Use of different music, including Doctor Who, British bands, Queen, Zeppelin, David Bowie, and all that. But they get to the 80s. Now this is the big thing I have an issue with. They get to the 80s, Rhythmics I understand, but a bunch of the one-hit wonders and the Firestarter guys. I am a fire starter. I hate that song. It sucks ass. Gets used, but one of Britain's top bands of the last 30 years didn't. That includes, Rob Halford and Judas Priest, which was big during the 80s, and Iron Maiden! And it pissed me off. Because they are, like I said, in the last 30 years, one of the preeminent bands out of Great Britain, who worldwide get a lot of support. Whether it's here in the United States, South America, wherever they go, in their own private jet flown by none other than the almighty Bruce Dickinson. And who better than, to use, who was also fencing, aficionado, and soccer. So for the summer games, it would have been perfect. But other than that, it was awesome. It was awesome how Britain has hosted the games, how the royal family's been there, even the James Bond opening. I love that with the Queen. But with that, I like to say thumbs up to the men's swimming team and Michael Phelps to setting the new record for medals. And with that, this is Draffet. It's Draffet Store. Have fun. Next week will be a free-for-all.